Alright, so today we're going to learn how to kind of fill this white page and turn it from something that looks more like that to something that looks more like this. Um, this tutorial is mainly going to focus on how to use the tools of InDesign rather than how to finish your page. So it's going to look a little bit incomplete when compared to this, but it'll be a good place for you guys to start as we're getting going with production. Alright, to start off, let's look at page assignments. Here's me, and there's 3 stories on my page: hoverboard, bucket list, and prom. So I've already organized the stories for this tutorial. And back on our InDesign page, hit W to bring up grid view, and I'm going to draw a text box right here. Control V to paste the text, and then I'm going to select everything and click over here and scroll all the way down until I see body text and click it. This will standardize the text to the one that we use in the Campanile. And then to create another column, there's a little red box right there. If I click it, it'll give me an adjacent column with the extra text that was left over from the first one. Alright, and let's get the other story. Second semester seniors. Copy that. Go to our InDesign file. Same thing, draw a text box using this tool right here. And paste body text. And just create our extra columns. Like so. It's important to lay all your text out in these columns kind of before you start editing or planning out your page, because you want to be able to see how much text you have to work with and how much white space you want to fill. So I'm just going to move this story down here and this story down here for now to make room for this prom tips one. Same thing, just body text, and let's start spacing it out across the columns. Okay, so let's just zoom out for a second. So I can see that this story takes about 5 columns if we keep it pretty narrow, and then we have a lot of white space. So first thing I'm going to do is just make these paragraphs first paragraph and then give them the drop cap. And to do drop cap, you just select the first letter and click this number over here until it's at 3. Same thing for this one. Select it, go to over your text box selections here, first paragraph, and increase the first letter size to font size 3. Same thing here. First paragraph and drop cap. Now that I made the drop caps, I'm going to start thinking about how to lay out this page, and I'm going to start by adding a headline and a second deck for all my stories. Headlines and second deck spans the entire width of how many columns your article spans. So the headline spans 5 columns for this article, 3 columns for this article, and 2 columns for this article. To do headline font, just double click here, headline, and prom tips will do for now. For second deck, click over here, and there's going to be one for second deck, and just title it appropriately. Alright, and then to make the text box snap to the bottom text, if you double click the bottom here, it'll snap to it. Alright, and then I'm going to create a byline, which is the thing that identifies the staff writer right there, right here. So draw the text box, click over here, do byline top. This one is done by, I think, Uma Chudri. Oh god, I misspelled her name. Misspell her name. That'll do. And then select bottom Byline bottom, and she's a staff writer. So just the person's position. Okay, and then this is looking like I'm probably gonna need a picture on the top. So I think I'll make that picture span 4 columns. So to create a picture, first thing you want to do is give your story a little bit of space, like so. Get them all to kind of line up. And then click the picture over there, drag it out. Alright, so we have this picture box which takes up some of the white space. And to finish off, I'm just going to show you guys how to line up your text and then draw lines to separate out the stories. Okay, so we use something called a one pica rule, which means that all of the elements that we've created are 1 pica away from each other. So what does this mean? It means you're going to draw a picture box and then set the dimensions of that box to 1 pixel. And then, 1 pica. You're going to want to move this box to the bottom of the P, and then the top of the second deck is going to align with that bottom. And then same thing for the second deck. Bottom of the second deck will line up with the top of Uma's byline, and the bottom of Uma's byline is going to line up with the top of our text box, and then the picture is going to line up with the byline there. And I'm just going to fix this so that all of our text across the 5 columns lines up approximately. Oh, wow, that was unexpected. And then to select multiple text boxes, just hold Shift and click multiple, and let's just, that's all right. Okay, so you have the 1 pica spacing, and you're going to want to do this for all your stories, but I think you guys kind of get the idea. So to finish off the lesson, I'm just going to show you how to draw lines to separate out the stories. So select the line tool, and then holding Shift, draw a line across the middle, and the width of the line is going to be 1 pixel. And to separate out these stories that are side by side, same thing, line tool, hold Shift about half pica away from the horizontal one, and go down to the bottom and end about half pica away. And for lines that go vertically, you're going to want to make it 0.5 point. Okay. So yeah, we start off with the white page, and we have something that's beginning to look like a finished page. Obviously, you're going to want to fill these images, and you're going to want to line up all the text according to the 1 pica rule and line it up across all 5 columns. But that's time consuming, and this is only a 15-minute video. I'll go into more depth about how to format the page in the future, but this is kind of the general layout. So yeah, that's it.